Hello there and welcome to the new Data Studio tutorial where I will show you the live connection of data and the extract option. Well, live connection is something you have been seeing so far. So whenever you want to add any data, or previously we have added the data sources like for the sample superstore or the admission prediction. These are all the examples of the live data with which if something is changing based on then the schedule that is present. For example, if I just click over here and not here, but probably what I'll do is to show this, I'll just create one simple chart. It will have the, let's say, the sample superstore over here, and in this sample superstore, if you see, the data freshness is 15 minutes. That means the extract is on, sorry, the live connection is on, through which you can your data will be refreshed. But there are situations where many times you want to extract the data. For example, if you are part of a specific department and you have a specific needs, let's say the shipping department, then you may just want to look at the shipping data, but probably not the sales data or the profit data, because that's mostly like the function for sales or finance. So to do that, what you do is create an extract. So to do that, what I'll do is click on add data, and over here, if I go down, you have the option of extract data. Once you click on extract data, you need to choose from which file you want to extract. So let's say we want sample superstore. In this sample superstore, we have like option of adding a dimension. So let's say I want order date to basically understand when the order has come. Maybe the order priority because it impacts the shipping mode. Down there, shipping date. So order date minus shipping date will give you an idea about how many days it takes to update the or ship the orders. After that, you can add more dimension which is specific to your need, let's say the shipping mode. And as a metric, you can add a metric which is shipping cost. Down there, you can add a date range. Let's say you want to have only for a specific date range or last 7 days. You always have the option that based on which field, so there are two fields which is related to date, you can choose that and specify the date. So for now, I'm not specifying any date, but I also have the option of adding a filter. So if I click on add a filter, and I want to say include the, let's say, the product category, and I only want the technology. So I'll select the technology, press the tab. I have the option of saving it, so I can say over here product technology, the filter name, and click on save. So claim to report is broken. Save it again. Alright, so now it has been saved, and if I click on save and extract, it will do some processing and then it will going to save the data for me. It's in a form of extract. So as you can see, if whenever I am in a specific department or you are part of a specific department, you probably don't need entire thing from the data warehouse, but just some specific rows which is then available as part of the extract, and you can basically have it as part of your report, which will result into the faster output of your data and charts and the filters based on the analysis that you are doing. So once it is done, you can click on close, and you have the option over here to change the data source to something which you have created. So it's the extract data that we have created. So we have chosen the extract, and we have the order date, priority, ship date, ship mode, and shipping cost. So this information is now available. I can click on add a chart, let's say a table. I will just produce that. In the extract data, I can choose the, let's say, the ship order date. Maybe order date is already selected. I can have so order date is basically date range, but order priority selected. I can select maybe the ship mode and drop it on the dimension, and then the shipping cost is present over there. Okay, so Data Studio cannot connect, see details. All right, So maybe sometimes you need to refresh it. So for that, what I'll do is I will just go back, and again I will start my untitled report, put this into an edit mode, delete this, and I create one more chart. So whenever issue is coming, probably we need to refresh the data. So by default it has come admission prediction, but what we need is the extract data. So I've selected extract data from there, and then we have order priority, shipping cost. So order priority is here. I can add one more dimension, let's say the shipping mode, and now it is coming properly. Earlier it gave an error, so we just refreshed by going back and coming back here. So this way, if you will compare with your normal data, which has millions of rows and maybe hundreds of columns, the output of this will be comparatively very fast, because you are just looking at the specific set of data and basically your aggregated and filtered data. Then you also come back here on the add data, click on the my data sources, and maybe just select that to, if you want to add it into a different report, you can add it from here. Also, once you have it part of this, you always have the edit data source option. In the edit data source, it shows you the columns that you have selected from the main data source. Go back to the edit connection, and then if you need to make any changes, you can always make the changes. So that's mainly I wanted to show you how you can make the changes so that you are able to make or get a relevant output based on your future needs. Once you are done, click on done. Now another thing which I want to show you is renaming it, extract data. So what you can do is come over here in datastudio.google.com, and you have data sources option. Down there, this is the extract data that is being created. So if I come over here and click on rename, I can always rename like shipping data, and click on rename, or I can say shipping extract. So again I can rename shipping data extract and rename it so that it is much more relevant than the extract data over here. So whenever now you will create a new report or refresh this report, you will going to get the rename data sets, rename data extract, which is much more makes sense. Okay, so that's about it, and I'll meet you in the next video with the new topic.